Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and dale to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-rat-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. Dee, a fwit-dee-dee-dee-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Da-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie.
Greetings, foolish mortals, and welcome to a very special, very unique Oops All Treasures adventure here today. Now, either I shaved off my beard or I'm an entirely different person. But yes, you are correct. Your screen is not lying to you. This is not Paolo Garbanzo. No, no. In fact, it is I, Christina the Game Mistress, or as I like to be known, the omnipotent goddess of everything. And yes, if you do recognize my face, I did actually shave for this. So, welcome, everyone. I am so excited to start a brand new season, a brand new adventure. This is going to be incredible because not only is this a Nat 21 adventure, it is a Chaste Treasure adventure. And I have some of your favorite Chaste Treasure ladies here with me today. And those of you who are joining us who have never been here before, if you don't know how this works, too bad. They'll help you out with that in the comments. I don't have time for this. I want to introduce my ladies to you. First of all, we have Lady Arabella, who's going to tell us her character today. Hello.
Hello. I am usually Lady Arabella, but today I am Clee Sparrowhawk, the barbarian, the tiniest, angriest barbarian.
Wow. I'm genuinely excited for this. You're so adorable. Everyone underestimates you, I'm sure.
Tiny rage.
Tiny rage. Hashtag, guys. Hashtag tiny rage. And also we have, the beautiful, the deadly Lady Morgan.
Good evening, friends. I'm normally Lady Morgan Elizabeth Summers, Countess of Spencer. Also, you can find me on Gothic Horror Gaming at 10 p.m. on Thursday nights. But today, I'm playing Keziah, a warlock, who is a half-elf, and, with a special ring of power that no one needs to know about.
You have a special ring that's powerful.
I do. Yeah, I mean, I wear rings. Obviously, everyone can tell I can wear rings, but no one knows special.
Gotcha. And of course, last but not least, we have a very special treasure. That came out wrong. I'm sorry. We have the beautiful and lovely, intelligent Lady Agnes.
Look, if there's anybody who's a special treasure, it's me, all right? Oh, let's be real about that. I'm like the extra little nugget of gold that you find at the bottom of a treasure chest. It's kind of stuck in the grain there. But yeah, that's me. And I will be playing Miss Crisabella Business. I am a tabaxi, which means I'm a cat person, obviously. And some people call me a rogue. I don't know if I'm a rogue, really. I just like shiny things and old widows, if they take me in, if you know. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's me. Hello.
Mm-hmm. So, yes, those of you folks who are joining us who know Chaste Treasure, this is their characters here in our game. So the characters that you are used to seeing might be using different sounding voices and different outfits, but that is because we are here to play some D&D. And also, sorry, reading a funny comment. And also, you guys know, you don't know, that you can affect the game. So make sure you take advantage of that. I will do my best to make sure that you tell us all the good or bad ideas that you have, and I'll try and make it work for you, all right? And also, oh my goodness, yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for reminding me. Please give a warm welcome to Lady Arabella because it is her very first appearance here on Nat.
Yay! Welcome.
Yes, welcome aboard.
All right, so, ladies, if you are ready, let me pull up my notes here, and let's get right to it. So, it all happened so fast. Before your eyes, the companion, a shining orb that shed its holy light upon Eltergard, turned black, bathing the city in darkness. After the briefest of moments, all that remains of the city is a massive crater. Oh yeah, a massive crater. So let me just show you the map here for just a moment so you understand exactly what I'm talking about here. So folks, welcome to the Source Lands. We're going to Viking today, that's right. If you've heard a little Source mythology, you heard about those Sordic people, this is the part of Urt that we are visiting today. So if you take a look, you can see that you've got a city right there in the center, up toward the top, called Elder Guard. You also have a Lower Guard, Lesser Guard, Midgard. See where I'm going with that. And if you can see right there, at that fork in the river, a massive crater has erupted into smoke and fire and brimstone and all sorts of other terrible things that are not good for you. They're not good for you, I swear. All right, so I just want you to know, nothing remains of the city but a crater overlooking the river. The area surrounding the city, just barely escaped. It slopes unevenly, and it goes through, the river is still rushing, gushing, and all this terrible smell and smoke, and you don't even want to know. It's that bad. So, you humble, wonderful travelers, welcome to the city, or what once was the city. What are you doing?
Well, I was looking for a new wealthy widow to move in with that could potentially, provide me with what I need in life, really.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that's gone out of the window, so I have no idea what to do next.
Yeah.
Clee thinks big hole interesting, but also not good for dirt bathing.
I'm probably looking up at the sky and shouting in varying languages, trying to see if I can get whatever just happened to talk back to me, but so far it hasn't worked. But that's probably what brought me here, was trying to find the magical source of whatever just occurred.
Kazaya, out of curiosity, what languages are you yelling in? Do you want to throw a couple by me here?
Sure. So I'm half elf, so I do speak Elvish. I also speak Common. I also speak Aklo, Draconic, and Infernal.
Good to know. All right. You don't hear anything. I was just curious.
No,
Anyway.
I figured I didn't. I mean,
but you might have.
Oh,
All right. All right. So, as you are gazing at this horrible crater, you hear the screams of poor people searching for their loved ones, and you smell that horrible smoke. Usually there's a clear view of the beautiful outskirts of this very beautiful, thriving city, but right now it is all in smoke and ash. And you can hear distinctly one voice calling out to form a caravan. You kind of hear from the other side of that hill that you three are standing on, that there is absolutely a very clear, distinct young woman's voice calling out to gather.
all right. I guess I'll go over there.
I guess I'll wander over there.
Clee will hop.
Clee will hop. I love that.
Hops over to caravan. Hop, hop.
All right.
How tall are you, Clee, out of sheer curiosity?
Clee is a whole 3 feet tall.
Great. All right. Good to know.
What was the hashtag tiny rage?
Hashtag tiny rage indeed.
I can't wait to set up some kind of elaborate Rube Goldberg device that she can then slide down and throw herself to a bunch of pigs and just explode a bunch of things all over the place.
That's amazing. All right. So as you head toward the voice, you see that several refugees have already begun to gather near a small collection of carts, tents, and wagons, forming that makeshift caravan you're hearing someone calling about. It's a sparse number of people, though. You see a pale, thin, tall woman make her way over to you, and she sort of waves you over, seeing that you are gazing in her direction, and she says, please, are you willing to assist me?
With what?
I'm sorry, with help with the caravan. Would you like to help me help get people together for the caravan?
Sure. Where is the caravan going?
Well, actually, we were just talking about that. We think we're going to head north. We know of a city nearby called Baldur's Gate. It's got a wall, and we figured they might be willing to take us in. I mean, word is going to travel in all directions about what just happened.
Do we
Also
know
good.
what happened? Just out of curiosity, do we know actually what just happened? Other than explosion, city gone?
Big boom, yeah.
Right. So, what's the challenge of whatever just happened not happening in a place with walls? Is there a difference? Would it make a difference?
You're terrifying me. Well, all I know is that we can't be here. Here is bad. There might be less bad.
Wall big sturdy wall. Help not go boom.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any food?
Do I have... We're collecting it
Just
now.
like a morsel of chicken, maybe? Some tuna? I'll do it for tuna.
Oh,
We're next to a river. You could probably just catch one. All things considered.
Oh, that's so much work.
okay. Well, in the meantime, I will find someone to get you some
Oh,
tuna.
delightful.
I'm Dara. Actually, hey, Goran, do you have anything for them? An old man comes from behind the wagon, holding a basket of some supplies. He's followed by his trusty little goat.
Oh,
And he comes around and he's got a sour look on his face, looking you up and down, shaking his head. I don't have anything for you.
Clee takes his stance as challenge and walks up and stands on tippy toes of talons and tries to look at eyes with
Old bird.
just stares.
I don't know why, but I want to be his best friend.
As Clee does this, the goat comes and stands between them and screams.
This is a sign. This is a sign from the Elder Book. As it was foretold, he set the last book on the shelf. So, what's for dinner?
That's my question.
It's clearly an omen. This is all related.
Clearly. I need tuna, apparently.
Old Goran looks you up and down and says to Dara, do you know these people? She shakes her head in confusion. No, but I think that they offered to assist us. Where do you think they should go first?
I nuzzle up, like, just kind of like sneaky, kind of, a little bit closer to Goran. He.
Can I help you?
You know, I know that you don't have anything for me, but like, can we be friends?
Roll for persuasion.
Oh,
If someone gives you like a nat on this or something, I don't know what this is amazing.
all right, let's see.
This is already insane.
First official role of the game.
Is for seducing an old man.
I like me for food, which is
I
important.
rolled a 17, but I have so it's a 19
Okay.
because I'm proficient in persuasion.
Persuading people.
So it was tuna you wanted then.
Yes, I would love some tuna if you can get it for me.
All right. I'll get you tuna. The goat is not convinced though.
Clee is squaring off with the goat.
So what exactly do you need us to do for the caravan that might be marching to its death? Which I'm perfectly fine with. I'm sure it could still be useful. But what should we be doing?
At this point, Goran has gone to grab some tuna. Dara takes over the conversation and says, actually, I'm very glad you asked. I think that maybe we should go find my friend Willem first. We have some food we're getting together. We have some supplies, but what we don't have are tools. We don't have any weapons. Like you said, this could be a death march, and I'm getting a little concerned. And I haven't seen Willem at all since this just went off. His shop is on the edge of the city. I don't think it's gotten affected. I can't see that far into the trees. would you be willing to see if he's around and see if there's any supplies he can loan us? And if you encounter any survivors, please send them our way.
Oh, sure. That sounds fine.
We will help.
Why not?
Do you want to wait for your tuna, Miss Grisbella?
Well, how long is it going to take?
What, to walk all the way over there and back?
Oh, to get the tuna.
Oh, well, he just went for it. Just give him a second.
Oh, fine, I guess we'll do this in the meantime.
All right. I guess we'll walk over there. Okay. Grisabella, do you have a tail, just out of curiosity?
I do have a tail.
All right. I was just wondering.
I mean, can't you see it? It's right there.
Sorry. No. Yes, of course.
People have said my tail is quite beautiful. Thank you very much.
Respect.
Okay. You walk about 30 minutes out into the wooded area around where the city once was. The smoking ruins still sinking down into the ground. The terrible smells of that smoke following you into the tree line. But you do see a beautiful, well-kept road with a little low wall on either side that leads you down into an area where there's some scattered shops. Everything seems to look pretty abandoned at the moment. You know, everybody heard big boom, so.
Yeah. Abandoned meaning like recently abandoned? Like, oh, what the hell just went on? Oh,
yes, a lot of people are running to see what happened. A lot of people have fled in other directions just to get the heck out of there. So you come upon an old building about 30 minutes later at the end of a dirt road, and it is bordered by that low stone wall. There's a wooden sign outside. It reads, Wellham's Smithy. And, there's really nothing else. There's a little shed nearby, but really nothing in that little clearing over there. The only thing that I will mention is that in this part of the forest, I don't know, it's a little more quiet than it probably should be.
Can I roll a perception check to see if there's something unusual going on?
Absolutely.
I would like to as well.
All right.
Do I have perception? Good Lord. Yes, I do.
Can Clee do so too?
Please do.
A nat 21.
22.
Oh,
14. I have no bonuses in this. I'm just looking around like an idiot.
I know you were saying I have no bonuses, but for some reason my brain registered it as I have no bones. Like, I know that. I just needed to share.
I didn't avoid that. I'm not a necromancer yet, but I have no bones here. I don't know. I can't look at anything. I can't perceive anything unless there's dead people on the ground. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know even that there's a skeleton on the wall behind you. It's like, I have no bones.
I have no bones. I don't know what to do. I have no bones.
No bones about it.
Who put me in charge of this channel? Okay.
I'm at least trying to steer a course. It doesn't matter that I'm not doing very well at it, but we went a direction. Let it be said.
To be honest, I think you're doing a good job.
Thank you. All right.
Did you hear the pun slid in there? Be honest.
Oh, God. Oh, I forgot that you do that. At least they're clever. All right.
Quite humorous.
If this was a real life emergency, they would call FEMA. FEMA. Never mind.
That one
I appreciate that. I like that.
That took a minute to think about, and I appreciate it.
Sorry. Anyway, I really kneecapped this game, didn't I? Okay, it's not.
Elizabeth had a high of 22 for perception, followed by 3.
Okay, so actually, you can really perceive a lot of what's going on because that was an excellent roll. So I will let you know that not only do you not hear the normal sounds of what you would hear from a smithy, all of the bellows blowing air, all of the sounds of metal on metal. Not only do you not hear any of that, the birds are oddly silent. There don't seem to be any animals making any noises. And I will let you know that that smell you're smelling, you do recognize that horrible odor as being from one of the 9 hells.
Ooh.
or all of the 9 hells, I should say. But it's definitely coming from so deep within the earth that smell can only come from one place.
That is hell smell.
That's hell smell.
Can I roll an Arcana to see if I know anything about this specific hell?
Sure.
All right. Got a shot. 21. 19 plus.
All right. Nice.
That was
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, before I actually have to do anything.
I know. I'm a little worried for our later rolls.
You're right.
Yeah, you
I do
definitely
speak Infernal,
recognize.
though.
What was that?
I do speak Infernal. I don't know if that helps either, but
Not at the moment. I mean, there's nothing written, there's nothing to hear, but I will tell you that you do know that not only are you smelling that hell smell, I like that, hell smell, but you do recognize as you've been walking along this forest path, below your feet, those weird animal markings that just looked a little off to you. You do recognize there's singe marks around the outside that are definitely synonymous with devils.
devils. All right, got it.
That could only have come out from inside of the 9 hells.
Got it. All right. So I will draw everyone's attention to that very briefly and say, yes, Jersey Devils. I'll say, hello. I don't know. You don't know me very well, but I just wanted to point this out because it seems important. That there is smoking footprints around here, and that usually has something to do with devils. Not that I'm particularly an expert in these kinds of things, of course, but if I were, I would say that this might maybe mean that instead of the town exploding up, maybe it went down. Just a thought.
Huh. Well, that's a new bit of information. I've never heard of a town just falling into the ground. Oops. I dropped my dice.
All right.
He scratches at one of the footmarks and sniffs. He goes, yeah, very bad. No good. Must kill it.
Well, we haven't seen it yet. It's just a footprint. We can't really kill a footprint in a minute. Perhaps we should go see if any of these footprints lead to the smithies. Because we're supposed to make sure that he's okay.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Oh,
Right. Yeah, all right. I guess
All
we'll
right.
go.
So yes, you do see the building at the end of that dirt road. Now, I will have you roll another perception check just so you can see, because you did see the footprints, but if you're going to track them, you know what? And also, well, no, not a survival. Just they're singy and smoky. It's fine.
All right.
Do perception. It's fine.
Here come the bad rolls. I got a 5.
oh no.
Oh, I got a 1. Oh, that was awful. That was
18.
Thank God.
So, Clee, what you can see there is that the footprints are just kind of scattered all over because, unfortunately, a lot of people have run through there, too, going, oh, my gosh, what's happening? Ah! So,
Many scattered footprints. Can't
Good.
tell. No idea.
okay. All right, so the wooden sign that says Wellham Smithy is hanging just above that big wooden door.
I pecked the sign. Peck.
Is there any, hidden meaning in the sign?
It's Wellham's Smithy, WELLUM', and then Smithy. And it's just engraved and painted black on a wood sign. No symbols.
Great.
all right. I guess I'll go knock on the door. Hello? Is anyone home?
No.
All right. From inside, you hear a booming, large, deep voice shout in a bit of a slurred manner. If you've come back to steal more, you're going to have to go through me.
I checked my pockets, trying to remember if I stole from a smithy recently. I don't think I have. I don't think it was me.
Clee will bust open the door.
All right, I guess I'll let you do it, but that's not necessary.
I like your style, Clee.
Do strength.
That would be an 11.
So Clee, you take your little fist of fury and you go pow. You splinter the wood of the door by the knob, but apparently there's a very tall, large person leaning against the door on the other side, and it only budges like a centimeter.
Clee no steal, but Clee will fight you. Come fight Clee.
No, stop.
Is there a window around?
Your enthusiasm. Yes.
Oh, wait. When did you give Clee advantage? Oh my gosh, I didn't see it. I mean, all right, I'll give it to her on the next one. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just wondering if there is a window.
There is, but it is covered with a black curtain.
Does it have any glass or anything other than the curtain?
Yeah, it's glass, little sooty.
Is it openable?
Nope. Not from what you can see. You could probably smash it, but or you could just talk to the guy.
Right.
Should just
Yeah. Out of curiosity, so when we had done our perception to the last time, he says now that people had been attacking. Are there signs that he had been attacked before, that the door had been like clawed at or anything like that?
No, there are no markings on the door at the moment.
All right.
Except for the ones, of course, that just got given.
Sure. I'll put my hand on Clee and say, great job. Just hang on a second. Let's talk to him. Willem, we were sent here by Dara. She's very concerned, and she wanted us to check on you.
Oh, you're with Dara, you say? You're from the big boom, are you?
Yes, indirectly. We were conscripted into service, which isn't a bad thing. I'm just saying. We just came here because she asked us to.
Oh, no. Yeah, listen, if you're coming from Dara, I was wondering when she'd be coming for me. I'm glad to hear she made it out of that boom alive. How's she looking?
Like a human, I guess. I think.
Not a good fighter, no.
She did have a great friend that's finding me tuna.
That's also true.
Well, all right, come on in. There's all sorts of terrible things out there. Come on. So, as the door is opened, albeit with a little extra tug because somebody busted the lock, in the doorway, looming almost the entire height of the door frame, is a large, bearded man, the very pride of the Sourcelands, a humongous man by the name of Willem, a smithy of all smithies. You can see just by the build of him that he has been working hard, forging steel his whole life, and he smells a little bit like mead. And he sort of stumbles backwards a bit and lets you inside and hastily closes the door behind you, sliding a chair up under the door knob that is now busted, and gestures for you to sit at one of the long benches within the smithy.
Is there a ledge somewhere or like a table?
There is a mantle.
I jump on the mantle.
Yeah. Okay. Very jellical of you.
Very. She's going to start looking for leg anytime soon. She just starts she gets on top and just starts playing that cat fiddle. You know what I mean? Where they put the leg behind the head and just like
playing the cat fiddle. I've never heard that. Okay.
They
I
look
don't
like
think I can get my actual leg.
Like a kitty tail. Wow. You got an extension. Look at that. I forgot that you could do that. You did that during a show once. We just
I'm
did
actually not as flexible as I used to be, thank you, pandemic. But yeah,
Shh.
that's fine.
It's just a thought. All right. Willem, can you tell us what happened? You were close to the action, but it doesn't seem like it affected you.
Didn't affect me. Didn't affect me. You hear that? She says it didn't affect me. Let me tell you, Missy, I don't care that you're as pretty as you are tall. I got something I got to say to you. He sort of stumbles over and plops himself down on the bench, shaking the room as he does this.
Is he
And
addressing anyone? Is there anyone behind him, or he's just addressing the room as if there was a crowd, but there isn't?
he was looking behind a table where a very big table covered with sort of the remnants of what should have been a new sword, perhaps. But you're welcome to look over there, see who's back there.
I mean, I'd happily look. I not having encountered this person before, I wouldn't assume that he has dead people in his office, but I can't guarantee he doesn't. So I would like to see if there happen to be any bones. Are there bones nearby?
I got no bones.
Are there bones?
Okay, so first of all,
Yes, ma'am.
I missed that.
Rosabella,
You've been cleared to play the cat fiddle on the mantle.
Beautiful.
There you go. That's insane. I love it. Keziah, as you peek around the corner, you see what appears to be maybe a half dwarf man, and he's sitting on the floor, kind of rocking back and forth, rubbing at the side of his head with a big puss on his face. Maybe he had been crying. Can't quite tell.
Oh. I will let Willem continue, but I will continue to sort of glance back to check on that person every once in a while and wait for the opportunity to actually address it.
So as Willem plops his very massive, very masculine behind down, yes, very, very short, plops his behind down, says, let me tell you a story. Not only is my livelihood gone, oh, no, they made off with the last of my mead. Now that's a crime. That's even too bad for hell itself. And yet here we are. Now, I'll tell you this. Oh, go on, you wee spooky cat. Tell me.
Real quick, what did your assailants, I'm assuming they were thieves, what did they look like?
Oh, what did they look like? What do they look like? Well, I can tell you that they're a little spooky cat, Missy. I know, Blondie, not the meads. That's worse than anything else. I know. So, they're wearing these motley black and green. Was it black and green? Godric, hey, I know, you lost what brain cells you have left. Is it green, black and green, eh? Aye. That's right.
Black and green. Excellent. What else could you tell me about him? Wait, what, About the thieves.
Oh, about the thieves, other than the fact they took my mead and they deserve to burn for all eternity. Let me tell you.
Clee can help them burn.
Oh, I like this little teeny one. Oh, you can ride on my shoulder like a wee daft pirate. Better be a cool like that.
Clee can ride on shoulders. Clee's gonna hop over and flutter up to land on his shoulders.
Oh, there's a 3-foot-tall bird sitting on top of him.
It's comfy.
Hey now, you tall, beautiful wench, eh? I got 3 beautiful women here and one wants to sit on my shoulders. I'm not complaining. Anyway,
don't know how
this one's got feathers and they tickle in all the right places.
All right, look. I thought I had a short attention span. Okay.
I know, she can't wiggle her butt full of bird leaves on me and not expect me to get distracted. What are you going to say, you spooky cat?
Look, I'm not spooky. I'm elegant. And for another, What did they look like? Any other distinguishing features? Any symbols or signs or what they looked like? Were they human? Were they tabaxi?
Oh yeah. They were about people size, that's for sure. But they had their faces sort of covered in them cloaks. Now listen, I wasn't trying to look at what they looked like. I was trying to rescue all of my things. That's right. They were just taking everything they could grab, and there were a great lot of them. They bashed poor Gordrick about the head, tied him up. Before I even got here, I walked through the door, which had obviously been left open. Or else you would never have let the little buggers inside.
Little.
Well,
Little relative here.
I'm a massive person, all right? I can't help it. They were normal-sized people. I am the pride of the Sourceland. You see me? There's the face of the Sourceland.
Oh, I can tell. Right.
But they can never take away our freedom. You know what I mean? Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know anything else, but they took all our stuff, and they went running.
So I start kind of looking. I hop down and I start looking around to see if I can make any. Because I have this as a rogue. It's called the Thieves' Cant, and I can basically tell different sign symbols, messages that could potentially be around either crime scene or a place. I just want to see if I can notice anything in that particular regard.
Ooh, can I help you too? I have the investigate skill.
Oh. Okay.
Which is more like trying to figure out where things could have gone, or what, more in terms of trying to figure out what has happened in a given situation.
You tell me where they are and can you punch?
Right. Just distract the giant man, all right? Just hold on to him.
I'm preening giant man.
You're preening.
Oh my god!
I am
Are you
preening the giant man.
the bugs out of his hair? Is that what you're doing?
Did she mount him like a kakapo?
On his shoulder. She's on his shoulder.
A kakapo! I love a kakapo.
Anyway,
You keep doing that, lassie, I'll never be able to stand up again.
a solid 16.
I got a 3, so clearly I have no idea what I'm investigating. I'm just walking around and thinking that everything is a symbol, even though it isn't.
All right, so the only thing that you can really see in here, because again, there was no breaking and entering, the door was left open, and Gordrick, being as small as he is, really didn't even see them coming in over the side of the table. And of course, being a business, you wouldn't really close your doors to humans in cloaks, you know? But you do see that things have been grabbed in a hurry. Things have been swiped off a table. Some items were kind of left behind. You know, it wasn't calculated. You could see it was very quick. And there are footprints kind of scattered all over the room. They're pretty much normal human-sized. And they do enter and exit through the front door.
All right.
Great.
It's going to be impossible to track those footprints, too, because they just go out into that mess of other footprints that we saw kicking around.
Right. All right. So as you are sitting here, as Clee is sitting on top of Wellum, and Wellum is almost purring like a cat. No offense for Isabella. And Gordrick is sitting back, rubbing his hand, still on the ground. And you are looking around the room. Suddenly you hear footsteps running and someone screaming, "Help, please, let me in! Help, please!"
I'll run to the door and see who it is.
All right. There is not people through the door, but you can move aside the chair and look out if you want.
Sure, yeah.
All right. You see a young woman running desperately down the path, just booking it as fast as she can go. "Help me, please, please, please help me."
Is she anyone that we encountered before? No. What does she look like?
She's a normal human, dark hair, my moderate height. Just a human woman dressed in pretty basic clothes, nothing fancy, nothing high class, low class, just a little dirty, a little torn at the edges, as though she'd been running through the woods, which she probably was.
Steady on then, lass. What?
I guess I would let Willem know. Hey, there's a hot girl running down the forest path. I don't know if you want us to let her in.
Oh, there's another hot girl running down the forest path. Open the damn door now, won't ya? Come on in, lassie!
All right, I figured that. So yeah, I'll move the chair aside and open the door.
In comes stumbling this poor woman who is completely out of breath. Looks like she's about to pass out. She's catching her breath, clutching at her knees. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Oh no, it's terrible. Shut the door, I don't want them getting in.
Who? We're bad guys. Please go kill.
I lost them. I haven't seen them for a while. This is the first building that had people in it.
Oh.
All right. I mean, we must let in those who need our help, as is foretold in the book. And you like it both ways.
Very wise. Very wise. Steady on. What's your name, dearie?
My name. Can I get a glass of water?
Sure. Where can we get water? There's water.
Roderick stands up and goes, "Yep." And he waddles over and gets water.
Excellent.
He needed to
When
say.
he stands up, Klee hops down from shoulders because too tall.
Yeah.
Gordrick.
Gordrick, not Willem. Gordrick with the bump on his head.
Oh, I'm a Wellum. Ah.
Yep. He go up. All right. She looks around, panting. My name is Valis, and I've been running because I saw them. I saw the things. Them.
The them. All right. Can you be a little bit more specific?
Well, yeah. I was just in the area, and there was a big with a boom, and I was looking around what was going on, and I was making my way over because people were running in this direction, and I thought, well, they know better than me, and I lost track of some of them, and then I was sort of ganged up on. I was surrounded by these people, and they were wearing these like green and black things. I couldn't see their faces, and they started chasing me.
That sounds like the thieves.
Were they carrying weapons with them?
What? Yeah, they did. I mean, maybe. Yes, maybe. I don't know. I was fleeing for my life.
Sure.
Right. Sounds like we've got a gang of bull honky going on here. Could you tell me again any symbols or distinguishing features besides the black and green?
No, I was running for my life. They looked like they were gonna kill me.
Fair.
I'm sorry. They were just people. I mean, they look like people, I think.
Right, people.
Like human people.
Uh-huh.
All right.
She is prey. They is predator. Bigger predator gonna get them.
I know that. I know about that.
What? Were they behind you?
Well, they sort of came at me from all sides. I managed to duck under one's arm and ran. And I know these woods pretty well, so I managed to lose them. But they sort of ambushed me, like from all sides.
Where was the last place that you saw them?
I mean, it was down that path to the left over there. She points sort of into the woods to the left, where there doesn't seem to be much of a path.
All right.
Okay. Okay, so where were you supposed to bring Big Beefy along with anyone here to Nice Lady with Tuna Guy?
I'm sorry, what?
We're supposed to bring Willem over to Dora. Yes, that is a thing that is supposed to happen at some point. But he's kind of useless if he doesn't have any weapons to begin with.
Well, it still saved life.
Sure. But we should probably get his stuff back before we actually go.
Well, we have to get mead, yes. Most
This
important.
one is getting the mead right there. That's the priority. If it's the end of the world, you can't go out without a drink.
Exactly.
Sure.
Now, how about
Right.
this? How about this, you wee beautiful ladies? How about this? I've got this poor young thing here. I've got Godric with a knot on his head the size of an acorn. How about I take her and him in that direction there? You get my stuff for me.
Yes.
We can do
Oh,
that.
yes.
That's something that we can do.
I'm going to pull Godric aside, although he's kind of stumbling about. Does he seem drunk or just he got his head hit?
Yep.
All right. Godric, with
Yeah.
the weapons that you have left, can you make sure that you arm yourselves?
Yep.
Like right now, in front of me. Show me that you can actually grab something and arm yourself with it.
Yep.
Good. And what do I want to do? What I'd like to do is sort of like persuade him to make sure that he keeps an eye on the girl but doesn't trust her.
Okay.
Right? I don't trust her. But I know this guy's kind of drunk, so I don't know if he's actually going to be able to be capable of that. I know the guy who's obsessed with hot girls is not going to be able to do it. So I'm hoping maybe a very short dwarf might be able to look past his loins and decide that maybe this girl isn't super trouble.
Hashtag look past your line.
Yes. I could attempt a persuasion to say that this is a very important task that only people of your stature can possibly accomplish.
That
I got a 6. This is why. Why are you doing this?
Could I possibly step in? I tried to say the same thing, but basically I'm like, listen to this lady right here. And let me do this
My
persuasion
English
check.
is getting in the way, and then the Scottish cat has to walk in and just be like, hang on a second. I have to let you know.
Oh, all right. Hey, you know what? Zolani just gave auto success to Grisabella. So Grisabella, whoa, all right.
Thanks.
Gordrick looks you up and down and goes, yup.
Pinky swear.
Out of it, that'll work.
Yup.
Excellent.
All right.
Can you do that? You've paused. Can you actually pinky?
No, I have hands. I just have claws.
Like
all
Wolverine. All right. So now looks like an excellent time. We are bidding goodbye to Wellham, Gordrick, and Valis, and heading out to find where all of that stuff is. So I think that it is a perfect time to do more like Thundercats. This is the perfect time to do some confessions. Hang on one sec.
Oh, that's me. Hi. So I think that I can't wait to kill bad guys. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm going to rip off their faces with my talons.
So I'm a little concerned that this woman came out of the woods who I've never met. Granted, I've never met anyone here, so I don't know. I'm a little concerned that she came out of the woods and that she might be leading us into a trap, which is why I told Godric here to make sure that he, has a griffin back door if he needs it. But that thing's considered, I'm at least trying to be helpful. I still haven't found any bones anywhere, so I'm a little disappointed in that.
All right. Well, we're out here doing our best. I'm not really sure what's happening or what's going on, but it seems like a jolly good adventure, so we might as well tag along. Although I hope there's snacks. I'd really like snacks. If there aren't snacks, I'm going to start yelling very loudly soon. That tends to happen. Let's go!
All right, folks. So if you've been following the story so far, we've gotten introduced to our lovely adventurers, and we have discovered that a city has fallen into a crevice, one of the 9 hells. Devils have been possibly released, and also there are bandits scattered about, terrorizing people as well. It is not very good for anyone involved. We've also met the fantastic, beautiful Dara, Gorin, her friend with the tuna, Clyde the goat. Oh, I never told you his name was Clyde. That's important. And we've also gone to the smithy to discover that Wellham has had not just his tools and his weapons, but his mead stolen. His assistant's head got bashed, and a poor defenseless woman, or perhaps a spy, has come in seeking help. And now our friends are on their way to try and save the day. Let's see what happens. Dun dun dun. I don't know. I just did my own sound effects. We have them here.
She showed up because Grisabella was wandering around in the background, so she had to be here.
I love it.
Oh, you called out to the void, and the void showed up.
You know, the void is bored and wants to sit in my lap. Anyway.
Solo. All right, I'll take it. You're right. I got the vest.
Yeah.
That's what I thought that was for. I thought that was on purpose. I thought you were like, oh, you're a rogue. Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So,
Maybe tell me the odds.
I know. I'm gonna get you frozen in carbonite now. That's my goal. Figure out a way to do it. Yeah, it is true.
Access to carbonite?
The white shirt, black vest is Rogue standard issue.
It really is.
Yeah. All right, guys. So you have now walked out of the smithy. What direction are you going to head?
I guess where she had pointed, so down the path and then off to the left where there might be a path, but maybe not.
All right, and I just want to remind you guys of the Source Lens map here. So if you want to take a look, we are in Elderguard. So that is that section where that forked river is, up in the north section there. And all the way through that mountain pass up to your left, there is a little blue area. There's a fortress, and that is Baldur's Gate, where the caravan is going to be heading. Now, that wooded area right above Elderguard, all that little forest in that fork between the 2 rivers, that is where we are headed. That is where the outskirts are, and that is where poor Volus was pointing. So that's where we are going. So, all right. You folks are traveling down that path, and, it was pretty silent before, and it's getting eerie now. As you travel through the woods down this sort of overgrown path, you're noticing there are still no bird sounds. There are still no animal sounds. The sky is still sort of that muddled gray, brown, because of all of the dust, and the smell is just that hell smell. It is not good. So it's just getting awfully creepy. And you travel down that path at a steady pace for about an hour until you come upon what seems to be maybe a crumbling, what looks like a church, perhaps. A single-story structure with a small statue garden beside it.
Familiars. All right. Friends, Grisabella, Clee, do you have heightened senses that could assist us in this matter? Maybe there's a reason why none of the normal animals around here are making any sounds.
Yes, I do. I
don't. I suck at this.
I have a little bit of dark vision, female agility. Feline agility.
I mean, I have dark vision too. I'm half elf, so I can see in the dark, but it's more like, can you just perceive why the heck the animals aren't around?
Sure. Yes. Let me perceive that right now.
Great.
Perceive that. And also, you've gotten an advantage for that roll. And Clee, I promise I'm not forgetting about your advantage whenever it comes up.
Oh, so I have advantage. All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Clee can roll too if would like, as Clee is bird, so Clee might know why other birds not around.
20!
Oh,
Ooh.
You've got advantage too. There you go, Clee.
That is 11.
With advantage.
With advantage. It was 2 before.
Yep. The only thing that you're noticing about why there's no animal sounds, animals are very attuned to the fact that that smell, that dust in the air is coming from an otherworldly place. They recognize that as a hell smell, that is otherworldly, that is a portent of doom. So that is where that's coming from.
I mean, that's such a shame. You're closing yourself off.
It's exciting.
Yes. You're closing yourself off to so many more interesting experiences if you ignore the whole hellscape. I mean, there's like extra realms down there. It's so fascinating.
I mean, try explaining that to a chipmunk.
Right, all right, fair enough. I can't speak animal, so...
Chipmunk's silly anyway. They get eaten.
I love chipmunk. Roasted over a fire. Oh.
Give me the carcass when you're done with it.
Chipmunks roasting on an open fire. Jack Rabbit.
This is going to be a weird party. Oh, Lord.
You did that already.
Like, you guys are like Tweety and Sylvester.
No, but I didn't expect that we would be like, you know what we're going to bond over? Roasting small woodland creatures for fun. And then I'm going to make the bones dance like a freaking marionette. Like, all right, I guess that's what we're doing today.
Yay.
Whatever.
Tiny rage.
Tiny rage.
Tiny rage. Oh, wow. All right. So you come upon this single-story structure. It's just all this gray stone. It's crumbling. It's overgrown with vines. And through that mist, you can see that even now, it does remind you that once it was something beautiful. The statue garden beside it is still very broken down, but you can see what once were statues, people or beings. All of their limbs have fallen off. The heads have been knocked off. It is really just... speaking of bones, a skeletal place, a sad, dark, dismal place.
Does it have a graveyard?
You can sense that the statue garden is not necessarily where bones are buried, but more of memorial statues, if that makes sense.
Got it. Can I roll a religion check to see if I can figure out what a particular alignment of this church is?
Absolutely.
All right. I'm really all right. That was 6. So no, I have no idea. I'm so obsessed with looking at bones and thinking about the future dead chipmunks and my glorious time with these creatures that I'm like, all right, well, this was a church, but I don't know.
Is there a window or a door that I could possibly?
Yes. So there is a front door. It's got two, the right. It's wooden. It's kind of off the hinges a little bit just because it's so old. There are windows. They're really high up though. They're kind of shattered, and there's kind of busted, like stained glass, and there's curtains kind of billowing outward and inward, but they're all gross. Oh, actually, so let me give you an advantage to that roll. So would that help you? Where would that put you?
I don't know. How much is an advantage? Is it +5? Or
No, you just roll again.
Oh, just roll again.
Higher of the 2.
Got it. All right. Thank you. Oh, yeah. No, that totally works. That was a 20. So, hooray.
Fantastic. All right. So while Grisabella is looking to find a window or a door she can creep into, you recognize that this is a symbology of Torm.
Torm. All right. What do I know about Torm?
It's just an ancient sort of druidic religion. It's not anything super crazy, nothing quite infernal, nothing really dark about it. It's just kind of an ancient religion that's not really in use anymore.
All right. So, old church dedicated to corn.
Klee, who is flying, is going to look through one of the broken windows.
Okay. All you see inside, from where you are, it's very dark. It's very dusty. You see kind of on the walls, there's like tapestries that have rotted and been eaten by moths, small bits of like wood, shattered pottery kind of on the floor, a lot of glass and dust and stuff. Just, sort of like when you get to an abandoned building and you go like urban exploring, there's just stuff. It's kind of what it looks like on the inside.
No people?
Not from where you can see.
Oh.
Clee does not see people through window.
Shh, Clee. Just little clear. Little clear.
Clee?
I try to like sneak in. I want to sneak in.
You're going to sneak in through the front door, yes?
The door, yeah.
All right. So you push open the door to the left, and you take a step inside, or what were you
I
saying?
oil the hinges first.
Ooh.
You're gonna lube them up,
Always do.
rub them a little. Yes, folks, don't forget this is a Chaste.
Oil the hinges.
I've never oiled a hinge in my life. I don't. You take a rag. I don't.
I would
You like spray it, like drip it.
Right.
Oil the hinges. What the hell is Go back to Willem.
I just lick them.
She just licks it.
She just licks the hinges. Oh, good. Ancient
God.
grave dust licking the hinges. Good job. Oil the hinges, not a real person. But laying pipe was. Very true.
Alright, I'm gonna roll my sneak now.
All right, yes, do that.
19.
Nice.
19 for sneaking in.
Sneaky.
Remind me of what that means. Just noise or...
Yeah, so, sneaky is being sneaky. So, like, I am well hidden. I don't make any noise. And I guess, like, the higher I am, the higher my roll is, the less likely whoever is in there is to know.
Right. I just wanted to double check that because as you open the door and step inside, as sneaky as you can get, a 10-foot wide area of the ceiling above the doorway collapses.
Ah! Oh no.
Please, dexterity save for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say Dex. Not 17, which puts me up at a 20.
Nice.
21.
Okay.
Sorry, 21.
Okay, so it's not natural, but you've got a 21 there. I mean, it's not 21. See what I did there? Oh my
I
gosh,
do
it's
have
like
one of those in
channel.
a bag. I'm gonna go get one.
Actually, yeah, sometimes people will roll like the 21 dice. Anyway, all right. Yeah, well done. Just roll 1d6, please, to see what damage you get, because you avoided a lot of it, but that is a 10-foot area.
Yeah.
So you didn't manage to dodge entirely, but you got the heck out of the way of most of that. Fantastic. Please only take 2 bludgeoning damage for that. You saved yourself a lot of headache, literally.
Ooh.
As that ceiling comes down, quick as a cat, already sort of on all fours because you were sneaky, you went "Rawr," and did that cat thing like when they see a cucumber or they land on tinfoil, you're like, "Nyeh," like all fours at once. So you managed to get almost out of that 10-foot radius, but a little of that rubble still knocked you on the shoulder, kind of ouched, you know.
You tell Clee to hush, and then you go and break whole ceiling.
I picture Clee just sort of like looking through the door, like, did you see that? Did you?
I could eat you.
Try.
No, just stop. Is there anyone in there?
I don't know. Is there anyone in here?
Like, I'm clearly on the other side of the door.
Yeah, you're out of that 10-foot radius, standing outside of the door. Both of you.
Right.
I mean, if you want to step in, you can take a chance on that other door.
No, I don't step into churches.
Like, at all?
Mostly, no.
Interesting. All right. Cool.
It's a personal choice. It's not like I'm going to light on fire or anything. I'm just.
It's fine.
Well-
It's fine. It's going to be an interesting. It's gonna be an interesting theory of events then. Okay.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah. So Grisabella, as you're rubbing your sore shoulder there, just know that you don't see anybody in there. But I just want you to be aware that what you do see is an empty room, just one room. There are scattered, like I said, Klee saw earlier, there's broken pottery, tapestries on the walls. They're totally moth-eaten. Lots of dust. On the far side of the wall, so you entered on the south. So on the north wall, on the interior, there is a set of double doors that are sort of off the hinges as well. They have a chain around them, but the chain has been rusted. You can't see in them. They are closed. And in the upper corner, the upper right corner, so that is the northeast corner, there is a circular half-moon shaped stone font, kind of near those double doors, but not quite. So that's really everything that you can see in there. No people, and there's really nothing for people to hide behind. It's a pretty empty room.
Does the dust look disturbed at all, as if anybody had been through there?
Roll a perception check for me, please.
I'm also doing a perception check.
All right.
That would be a 16.
Okay.
Oh, lordy, hold on. An 8.
Okay, so hey,
You're still
Klee.
recovering.
Klee, you see that there is an increase of like foot traffic in the dust. Not only are there footprints from the door into the room, circling the room, going to those double doors, but there's also a huge amount of footprints around that stone font.
There are many footprints in there. People have been through. They go some to doors and back, and some to weird thing on wall. Look like bird bath.
A bird bath.
Yeah, the inside is weird.
Oh, weird. Well, I suppose I could watch out here and make sure that no one follows you. And if you want to go take a look at the bird bath, you could probably do that.
Okay. Klee going to try to take a look at bird bath. Is there any way to get over the rubble that fell, or do I have to open the other door?
Since you can fly, I mean, you could try and scramble over it. It was just the section of the ceiling, so it's not. It's maybe Klee height off the ground.
Okay, Klee, go over then.
Okay.
She's like hovering, not so much flying, just like
Yeah, sure. Like a chicken.
like a hummingbird. Yeah. Oh, like a chicken.
All right. So, Klee, you're gonna go over and see. You're going over the font, right?
Yes. Over
All
to
right.
front.
So, what you see over there, other than flying over top of Grisabella, probably right over top.
Grisabella's like. Yeah.
All right. You see that in that half-moon shaped stone font, the edges and interior of the bowl are stained brown maroon. Lots of drips. A small knife sits precariously on the rim of the bowl, which also has some of that gooey brown stuff dried on it. And in the stonework above the font, in just common, is written the phrase, "Offer and pass freely."
Can I tell what gooey brown stuff is? I look at it and sniff it and want to find out what it is.
Roll a survival.
That would be, where's survival? That would be a 14.
Okay, yeah, it's blood.
Okay. Hey, they're blood and bird bath. That's not good for bathing.
What? Oh, great. Oh,
Yeah, so I wander over and I palm the knife.
you're right. I
That's
guess
blood.
I'm like standing at the threshold of the door, like I don't like this. I guess I'll get to the end of the door and be like, all right, can you describe it to me? What it looks like and what it says and what's going on?
Yeah, bird bath have blood, their knife, and thing says offer and pass.
We may have to do a sacrifice.
Not me. Not it.
Hang on. Can I roll, based on their description, can I roll an Arcana to see if I recognize this kind of spell?
Sure.
All right. Do. All right, that is an 18.
Okay, you don't recognize anything. It's just written in common. Don't notice anything unusual about it.
That's weird.
Just lots of blood,
Yeah.
dry blood.
Are there any small animals like rats or birds around?
Nope.
Right, because they're all gone.
Was it a cat?
Too bad it doesn't say speak friend and enter, am I right?
Inside of the room, there's it's mostly empty, right? Like there's no pews or things to. All right. I will come through the door and I'll kind of like it's a cross between like tiptoeing and like hot potato on my feet. I'm just like okay, all right. This is all out of paranoia. It has absolutely no effect on my character whatsoever. She just doesn't like being in consecrated ground of any kind.
Would you like a piggyback ride?
No, I can do it.
Are you sure?
Yes, stop. All right. So, yeah, I guess. Well, not quite sure what to do here. I guess one of the options could be that we've got plenty of knives. I guess we could just cut a hand and see what goes on.
I have a knife.
Consult my book. Right. And it has dried blood on it. Yeah. Does the dagger look interesting at all, or is it's just a knife?
I mean, it's definitely an old knife. It is beautifully carved, but it has kind of, gotten weathered and rusted and tarnished over the years. But it is something that probably had been there.
Don't lick
something
it.
that probably had been used in that church before.
Got it. Oh,
You're right there, Grisabella.
stop.
It's fine.
No.
It's fine. I'm fine.
You don't know where that came from. Let me consult my book here. Because when I invited her to my lasting regret to a family barbecue here years ago, she called my sons disreputable brats.
That is weird book.
It's my guiding principles. It can be very mysterious at times. Well, I mean, I guess if that's the way that we're supposed to get where they're going, then I suppose that's what we're supposed to do.
Wait.
Look. Yeah. What?
In that book, they mentioned a barbecue.
Right.
We should go to a barbecue.
Well, we should eventually, but I think we're going to deal with this right now.
Have to get meat first.
Meat and then tuna. Right, meat and tuna. Right.
All right. So yes, I guess we're going to open a hell dimension. I feel like relatively capable of doing that. Yeah, I guess. Well, what's going on with the doors behind us, actually?
So, they are kind of slightly off the hinges. They are chained together, but they look pretty heavy. They look pretty sturdy. They look like they have not been disturbed in a very long time.
All right. So no one went through these doors, at least not in a physical plane. All right.
Correct.
So planar travel. All right. Doesn't surprise me with one of Paolo's games. Let's see what goes happen. All right. So yeah, I guess I'll say, all right, Grisabella, can I borrow the knife for a second? I'll give it right back.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Right, there we go.
All right, so I will take the knife, and I guess I'll stand over the bowl. I'm like, well, all right, I guess I'll cut myself and then try an invocation and see what happens. So I will take my hand and then go across it. And I would assume, given my alignment as a warlock, that there might be other marks on my hand already, that this is not something I haven't tried before, whether or not it was successful. So I will do that and drop some blood in the bowl, and I will read what it says in common, which was... What was
Offer
it?
and pass freely.
Offer and pass freely. I'll say, all right, I offer and wish to pass freely, and just for good measure, I'll say it in Infernal as well.
All right. As you do this, the blood from your hand drips. Thank you, Grisabella. Drips into, I don't know whose cat that is, but it's normal. Into the bowl, slowly, in a viscous and disgusting way. The droplets travel from the side of the bowl down into the center. And as you sit there, closing your eyes, waiting for something to happen, nothing does.
This boring. Please go into hit fountain.
What? No.
Wait. Okay, hang on. All right. Go. I'm sorry. Go on. Oh, that was Grisabella's cat. Go ahead, Josiah. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
I say no. But this is basically like trying to smack the side of a television to make it work. So maybe it'll work. I don't know.
So Clee, you have to tell me between the two of you guys. Did Clee just attack a fountain?
Yes.
Clee has attacked a fountain.
Yes.
Okay.
Barehanded.
Barehanded. Yes. So Clee, oh boy, Clee, can you do a strength check for me?
Oh my God! Please don't break the damn fountain.
That is going to be.
It doesn't matter. You have gotten a nat 21.
Ah, was
it a 1? You didn't roll a nat 1, right?
Oh, no. I rolled a 12.
Okay, great. So thanks to Blondie, you go, this boring, attack fountain, and you punch the fountain so hard that it actually, like the bookshelf in Young Frankenstein, it spins around over and over, revealing that it was a revolving door the whole time. And as it goes down, it stops halfway, revealing a path behind it, a hidden room, a hidden corridor, completely enrobed in darkness.
Ooh. Oh, look,
Let's go down the scary corridor.
I irritatingly give the knife back to Grisabella and just be like, just keep this. Just keep this. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap my hand in a random piece of fabric. I probably actually have like a couple of bandages that I just keep on me on occasion because this probably happens a lot. I'm like, oh, I can solve this with bloodletting. Hooray! Oh shit, never mind.
I give Clee a high five. Wait.
I'm assuming Keziah doesn't, because that would hurt.
No. I got my right hand still work. I did my left hand. I made sure it was not the.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
So we're going down this creepy ass corridor.
I guess we are.
Bad guys could be down there. I pull out my whip. Oh shit! I have a bunch of water. Whoopsies.
Are you alright? Oh shit!
Yes, I hit my water and it just flew everywhere. So I'll clean that up later.
Just like the fountain.
Oh boy.
Woo! Again. Thanks, Paolo, for putting me in charge of your channel.
We only do real life destruction.
He's gonna come back from Europe and be like, "What did you do?"
As it was foretold in ancient times, just hit you, didn't it? She asked.
Yes, exactly. Your book is on point.
Yes, thank you.
This is random and
Clean up on aisle Clee.
Thanks, Tommy.
Oh, Lordy Grace.
Oh wow, we're not gonna get through this. Oh my god. All right.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I'm ready.
All right. Look at this oops all treasure adventure we're on. All right. So you are choosing to go down the very spooky dark pathway, I'm assuming. All right, who's going first?
I will go first because I'm sneaky. I can be sneaky.
You also have dark vision, yes?
Yes, I do.
I will go second because I also have dark vision and keep Clee behind me more in like a don't attack anything, hang on a second, rather than a like I will protect you sort of way.
Okay.
I can't wait to just lift my arm. Yeah. Oh.
Because Clee has talons, so Clee has to hop downstairs. It's probably not big enough to fly, I guess. It's stairs.
Yeah, it's pretty narrow, pretty low ceiling. All right. So as you go into this corridor, you notice that it ends in a wall that turns, and then there's a staircase descending downward. So you walk to the end of the hallway, it turns, and there's a blind corner that leads down a set of stairs.
I take out a bit of chalk and I start marking things.
Ooh, good idea. Although, I mean, we didn't turn on a light source, so we'll see if it works.
It's magic chalk.
That's fine. I'm assuming you're putting like whiskers, like.
Yes, yeah. just 6 lines.
All right, great. So are you going to descend down the stairs?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll my sneak, or am I just being sneaky?
I mean, for now, you're just being sneaky because as you are heading down, you notice that sulfury brimstone hell smell is getting a lot stronger as you're moving down the staircase. And as you are walking slowly down, you start to hear sort of a rhythmic... Yes, and a cat. And you hear what sounds like a bunch of voices chanting in unison in a muffled way.
Do I recognize the language as I get closer?
Yes, you do.
Ooh. Can I tell what they're saying?
No, because it kind of comes to you as like a faint whisper. They're sort of muttering.
All right.
And then as you get lower and lower, and that's probably what they're saying. You're right.
We will rock him. You say it in German, just about anything sounds creepy.
So while you hear, ah! Ah! Oh my god, it hurts! Also, coming up.
Uh-oh. Oh, sacrifice. No, that's not good.
So great. Are we at the end of the staircase at this point?
Not quite yet. It's a very long staircase, but I figure you would probably want to form a game plan before you hit the bottom there.
All right, here's what we're going to do.
Clee is visibly getting agitated after hearing the scream.
All right, hang on, Clee. We're going to get it there. Hang on.
I'm going to go down there. I'm going to sneak attack one of those guys, don one of their costumes, disguise myself, and see what they're up to.
That's not going to work. This person's going to be dead by the time we get down there.
Fine.
Clee,
No,
all right, actually, in this context, it might not be a bad thing. Just let the Clee go.
I'm reticent to do so.
It's
Mostly
a surprise.
We don't know how many people, what they've
True.
got going on. We don't know what kind of weapons they have, what kind of magic they have.
True.
I'm just saying maybe a little bit of reconnaissance might not be such a bad idea.
All right, then go down there fast and then come right back and tell us what's going on, and then we'll all go attack them.
Great.
If you are sneaking, roll for sneak, please.
Yeah, because I can't sneak for heck. I was going to say mean things, but I didn't.
18.
All right. So when you get to the bottom of the staircase and you sort of do your little kitty cat peek around the corner, you see about maybe a 40-foot diameter stone room, almost more of a cavern. It's got all kinds of like hastily painted on markings all over the wall. There is a stone altar in the center of the room. There's decorative braziers all over the walls, illuminating this horrible scene. There are 5 people in these mottled green and black robes in a circle around a stone slab on which rests a mostly naked person with slash marks all over his torso, screaming for his life, you assume, or he's just screaming, it's inaudible. So that's what's going on down there.
All right, I scamper back up. I tell everybody and I say, let's just go. Clee, go.
Yeah.
Clee's gonna go.
Yeah, I'll let Clee go, and then I'll follow down behind her. But this, in terms of elements of surprise, she might actually get an advantage for this.
Clee is gonna rage.
I want to remain hidden.
Real quick, how high is the ceiling in the room?
It's a normal ceiling, so maybe 10 feet.
Okay, Klee is going to literally shoot out of the stairwell, flying while in a rage, and then use her talons to grab onto the face of whoever is closest.
Okay, so let me just establish this here. So you've got 5 cultists, right? So you have one on either side of this rectangular slab. There's the north, the west, the south, the east, and then on the east there's also another person leaning over with a knife, doing all the carving onto the poor guy on there. So can you see that? Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yep. Coming down the staircase from the north. So the closest guy to you would be the one on the north. So you are going to reach out, grab him with your talons.
Yes.
All right.
Johnny O Twitch gave a bonus to Klee.
Fantastic. All right.
Yes.
Let me just see if I. Oh boy, yeah, that worked. And Zalani, yep, fantastic. Good job, guys. Thank you. Yeah, you basically talon that guy in the face. He goes, ah! And as you do that, you sort of knock him to the ground. He stops chanting, and all eyes turn to the tiny winged monster that just erupted from the staircase.
So talons is one of my attacks. Should I roll an attack roll?
Yes, and I was going to see if you guys wanted to roll for initiative here.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright.
Would she get a surprise round because
Yeah.
she did just so they wouldn't be prepared? That might be completely covered then by her just knocking this dude down.
So
I mean,
rolled 19 to hit him and 3 damage if it hits.
Yep, absolutely.
Yay!
Fantastic. All right.
Where is my initiative? There it is.
So we're going to go. Yeah, 10. All right, what'd you guys get?
3.
14!
11.
Okay. It would be funny if I rolled initiative for the guy on the slab. Just to see what he got. Just every time, every round, he goes, ah!
Oh, poor guy.
I keep thinking of the Buffy the Vampire the musical episode where the guy's like, "How can I repay?" and she's like, "Whatever."
All right, so we're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then Grisbella, you go last. All right.
Sounds sweet.
So, oh.
Oh no, that's no good. All right, well.
Alrighty then. Fantastic. Thank you, Blondie. So, as you hit the guy, oh my god, he's on the ground. The first cultist, actually, this makes a lot of sense. The one at the west end, the foot of that poor screaming person, sees you and goes, ah! And on his turn, he is going to draw a massive saber and point it at you. So that's all he's going to do this turn. Up next, we've got the guy chanting behind the one holding that dagger. He goes, ah! And he also pulls out his saber. Clee, you are next, actually, believe it or not.
Klee is going to use her whip to attack the guy who has the saber at her, while still standing on the person that she's got her talons.
Which one?
One.
The west one.
The west one. Okay. So you're doing sorry, the whip. Go ahead.
So that would be a, let's see, 16 plus 5 is
I can't
17,
do
18, 19, 20, 21. 21.
Okay. Great. And yeah, no, that totally hits. What do you got me with?
That would be a 4, 5, 6, 7 damage.
Okay.
Just a whoop-ha!
And that guy goes, blah, blah. That's the exact noise that he makes. You nail him with that whip. He goes, and he actually manages to whip the saber out of his hands.
Ooh, nice.
Good job. And who is next? Oh, Keziah. Sorry.
Yes.
Keziah, you're next.
All right. I am going to attempt to Eldritch Blast the one with the knife.
Okay, so that is pretty much the main guy.
Yeah. The one who's like actually carving the person. I'll get to the other
Actively
people.
carving, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So it's a beam of crackling energy that streaks towards the creature within range. They make a ranged spell attack. It's 120-foot range, so I can still be up at the top of the stairs while doing this.
Oh, +5 damage for Klee.
Okay, so
Ooh,
that's
hooray.
wow, you really got this guy. Okay.
If I hit, I know what to do. So, yeah, I guess this is just, I don't know what to roll for. It's just a eldritch. I mean, it's a cantrip. So what do I just roll?
Cantrip.
Yeah.
Just for the damage, you're gonna hit him. It's a cantrip. Unless I have
All right. Grisabella, you've played this before. Do I automatically hit, or do I have to roll to hit?
Yes. So you want to roll to hit. So roll your d20, and then you roll damage after that. So it's just like any other spell.
Right. But do I get like for using magic? Do I use my charisma bonus?
Oh yes, as a warlock, you use your charisma bonus.
Charisma bonus. All right, thank you. That's what I needed to know. All right, so charisma. That is a 16 to hit.
Okay.
Nice.
And I already used, believe it or not, I already used my advantage, and that was the best that I got. So, damage roll. Oh boy, that was a 5. I'm losing. Okay. This is GM bad day.
That's all right. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 force damage, which is me. 4.
Okay. Gotcha. All right,
Cool.
so my guy up to the north that got smackety-smacked with a talon, he's going to go next. And he is like, my face is bleeding, everything's terrible, I can't see anything, but you know what? I still have a crossbow and a big
Ooh.
So he's going to pull that out from off his back. Haha. That's beautiful.
Improves agility's count.
Oh, wait a minute.
I just saw that too. Ugh.
All right. But he was just using the action to take out his crossbow. So
he said he was prone too when he fell over because I hit him.
Oh, that's true. That is true. So the next person to go is that person to the south, standing on the side, and he is going to be like, and he is going to also draw his crossbow.
Crap.
So the next person to go is going to be you over there, Grisbella, speaking.
Okay. I want to get a little bit of the lay of the land.
Sure.
I'm assuming that everyone is sort of their attention is towards Klee, correct?
Yes, because she is still probably hovering with her whip. Just
Well, and
raining.
also me. I just Eldritch blast someone into the face, so that's plenty of distractions going around.
Great. I want to sneak around. Use my as a tabaxi. I have feline agility, which means that I can move up to 60 feet.
Oh wow. Okay, so it's a 40-foot room. So.
Oh, then never mind. I don't need it.
Yeah.
Great. I want to sneak attack. Let's see the guy to the. We're coming from the north. Let's see the guy to the west.
Okay, and he is like not doing well. Just so you know.
Oh, is that the guy who's been?
He was whipped. Yes.
That's the whip.
He got whipped in the face. Yeah, not the one that's laying down. The one that got hit in the face while she was standing on top of the other person.
Then I'm gonna go to the east.
Great.
Opposite direction.
Far east guy. Yep. Great.
And I'm going to take out my lovely rapier.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna sneak attack him.
Okay.
Plus
Which-
proficiency.
15.
Okay, so we're at an impasse here because I was going to use this,
But then critting.
you're critting, so I'm going to give that to you.
I mean, you could both crit.
I could.
It's up to you. You're the DM. I don't know. I'm just
We
saying.
could.
Well, is he? I'm a little confused as to how he would crit, as in because it's just to hit him.
Right.
what's his
So it
use?
would just be that I would whatever. Go ahead. I'm going to give this to you. That makes
Okay.
I am going to give that to you. So, okay. Ow! So what did you get him with?
I hit him with my with my rapier, which is 1d8, but because it was a sneak attack, I get 2d8s of damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
And where is my d8?
Are we saying in this instance that a crit is just automatically hitting, or is it automatic hit max damage?
That's. I was taking it as automatic hit, but you know what?
Automatic hit. No, that's
Yeah.
fine. No, automatic hit makes sense. That's much more fair than being like automatic hit max damage. Like that's going to be really.
Yeah,
Because that would
rough.
be 16.
Right. That's ridiculous. So did you roll? Sorry.
Not yet.
All right.
Okay.
So,
And minus
first-
5 from that. So
Ooh.
minus to the good guy or to the bad guy?
to me.
Oh,
So whatever
So-
it is, minus 5.
all right. So the first one was 5. The second one was 5. So that's 15.
Okay, so minus 5 from that is 10 because he would have been dead, but ha 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 ha, he's still alive. Ow! I'm gonna give a turn to the guy on the table. Yeah. That's his roll. Oh, I'm getting clarification over here. Thanks, guys.
All
I
right.
gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't know. Thank you for that
We're good.
clarification.
I gotcha. Fantastic. All right. It is.
So what's I'm sorry. What's the clarification?
The clarification is it's an auto hit and double all damage. So yeah, it's max times 2, I guess, or crit double damage auto hit.
That would have been 32.
Ooh,
So,
that is crazy.
you know, I see how hard you guys are fighting and everything that's going on, but I did want to give a turn to the guy on the table because as he screams, he also does this weird thing where he has a hitch breath, and then he collapses.
Oh shoot!
Oh no!
And the cultist at the head wielding the dagger starts to laugh. And everyone else, as damaged and terribly hurt as they are, all begin to laugh. And then they begin to chant, "Arise, arise, arise, arise."
Oh, that's what they were saying. Oh.
Mhm.
I don't like where this is going.
Mhm. Yes, I am the omnipotent goddess of everything. And here we are. And this is why. So,
It is a necromancer.
as they chant this, smoke begins to come out in tendrils, unfurling into the air above the dead man's chest. The blood
great.
that seeps from him starts to sizzle. The smell of brimstone is strong. And light, a red, shining light comes beaming out from this poor man's chest. And it's ripped apart, sinew, bone cracking, skin tearing, as out from inside the chest cavity of this dead man emerges an entire whole-ass spine devil.
Oh God! Oh, that's no good. Oh no!
The whole-ass
Oh.
devil.
Oh, that's no good.
So, as the cultists are chanting, "Arise, arise, arise, arise,"
Well, it
this
did.
rears up, roars to the ceiling, spines crackling, covered in sinew, blood, and entrails. Oh yeah, a la Alien. Thank you. Blondie, you were just
She's on it tonight. She's ready for
into
this.
it. And it looks around the room and lays its eyes on the three of you.
And he screeches at it. Eee!
Okay. Yeah, that happens, and it goes and looks at you. As he's doing this, the cultists begin to bow to it, like this, completely unaware of whatever you're doing. Their attention is completely focused on this enormous thing. But it looks at you, Clem, and it goes and turns its head, sort of like a puppy.
Oh, do we have a moment here?
Don't you speak infernal?
I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out what to say. God. Oh, devil who hath been summoned here, I call you to my side to do my bidding, for as it is foretold in the book, I was trying to remember the last time I wore a tux.
And Isabella.
All of that in infernal. But still, and actually, I do have I don't know if I can deceive a devil, but I do have a deception that I can try to roll to convince this devil that I was the one that summoned it.
If you want to. What was Grisabella going to do, though? Let me just...
Yeah.
I was just going to scream in common, because I don't understand a single word that she's saying. Yeah!
Yeah, because it is up to you. I don't know if you want to just... You want to take that risk? You go right ahead.
I don't know that I can control it, but I kind of... Because Keziah has the idea, has the personality trait that everything I see is an omen, and the gods are speaking to us. I just need to listen. So, as a potential necromancer, at some point, I figure, well, maybe this is a sign that they raised this devil, and I can take control of it. So, I'll give it a shot.
Go ahead and give it a shot.
Whatever. All right.
Just
rolling
say it's not be the best idea, but go ahead.
All right. No, I got an 8.
Oh, okay. Now,
can I step in?
Damn, that was fun though. What? How are you going to help? You can't speak infernal.
Yeah, but you can. You'll be my translator.
Lord, all right. I'm going to speak for the cat demon. All right, here we go.
Tell this demon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hello. You're looking mighty fine today. My name is Miss Grisabella Business, and I'm the one that summoned you, and you are here to do my bidding, yes? I'll roll my deception now.
You're building. I sneak in. We're in business together, and that's as far as I get.
A 15.
Nope. We tried.
Well, hold on, hear me out. All right. I may not be the one that summoned you, but I'm a hell of a lot better than these guys here. So let's work something out, you and me. Let's make something happen. What would you like? I don't know. Let's find some tuna together. Maybe.
Slow down, God.
Since you auto-fail, just so while you are doing all this, the devil looks around, sees the dead body, sees the slab, sees all of those signs written, those symbols hastily painted onto the walls, looks at all of those people bowing, chanting, and he goes, in Infernal, he says, "Why the heck I here? Me was sleeping. Me no one be here."
All right, I'll translate that. You have my permission to go?
Yeah. Good. Me go now. No more wake me up for no reason. And in a puff of brimstone, flame, and explosive fireworks sparks, he goes back into the ground from whence he came.
You are all so lucky. I am so persuasive.
I don't think was you.
Was me.
Please
I
says
think
from
was
on
me. I
top of
scared
somebody.
him away with my poofy feathers.
So the cultists that were gathered, looking around, a little perplexed, not the thing they intended, and they seem to have lost all interest in the fact that you're even there, because they are starting to mourn the fact that they were unsuccessful, and they just have this glazed look in their face because of all of the efforts that they went through, and it didn't work, and he's gone. And what do we do now?
Clee, grab one.
Oh, I stand on one already.
Great.
I take my claws in harder.
Which one are you standing on?
I think it was the first one from the
The
door.
first one on the north. Great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he's really not paying attention. If you wanna, guys have some rope and tie him up or something. By all
I
means.
have rope. I have lots of rope.
I hold him, you tie.
I tie him up. I'm good with yarn.
I've punched him. Where's Mead?
That's a good question.
Me. He's injured and he's just pressed his meat. Mead?
Yes, you stole Mead. Where you put?
Oh, it's in the corner under the tarp over there. Please, just leave me alone.
Okay, Mead. And
Okay.
Clee will hop over to the Mead in the corner.
Well, Clea is doing that. I just have a few questions real quick. Oh, he's tied quite up.
Now
We're
remember-
tying up the one guy while
Yeah,
all of
there's-
the other depressed people are
Right.
just walking around in the corridor. I'm just like,
No.
pointing that out.
Yeah,
I'm
you're not alone in
focused.
there. Okay.
Look,
I'm going to commiserate with them and be like, yeah, I understand. You know, I mean, it just happens sometimes. You try to raise a devil and then they just get bored and they just want to leave. Like, I totally get it. It just, I mean, you get it. It just happens sometimes. Like, I'm trying to. I would try to gather the others together and be like, all right, let's talk this through. You know, let's talk about this ritual and see what might have gone wrong and what we can do to make it better.
She's holding cultist therapy.
Yeah, I'm totally doing cultist therapy at this point.
Why
Yeah,
not?
sure.
Clearly they were right. I mean, they summoned a thing. It's not like
It
they're
just-
fake.
No. Well, clearly they did the thing, and now I want to know how.
It was just the wrong thing, but you know.
so I'm gonna ask my guy. So why were you trying to get that devil all up in here?
Why did we try? Why did we try? Because clearly hell has spoken to us. We want to show our loyalty in what is to come.
And what's to come?
Ah,
Remind me.
it is the unknown, isn't it? It is the unknown.
The unknown. All right. Excellent. Anything else you want to tell me about how you did all this?
No. Please
Okay.
don't go.
All right. You know that I do have you tied up right now.
Yes.
Great. Do you fear death?
No.
What about pain?
A little bit.
A little bit? All right. I just like shake my claws out.
They make that thing.
Yeah. And then I like kind of tap them.
Snicked.
Any more information? Anything at all could be helpful. Who are you summoning? Who was that? That lovely.
I actually don't know. That guy over there made me do it, and I don't know. I just followed what he said. I'm sorry. We stole stuff. I'm sorry. You can have it back.
Okay. Can I tell if he's lying?
Sure.
I'm gonna do my insight,
Okay.
and that will be 15.
Okay. Yeah, he's not lying.
Great.
He's just a dude.
All right. I just kind of give him a tap on the head, and I'll leave him.
All right. All right. So you have found that in the corner there is a tarp. Underneath it is a whole bunch of supplies, please. There is a big thing of mead just sitting there, ready for the taking back.
We found the Mead. We found the Mead.
Is there any food?
Is there any food?
Yeah, there's a bag with some apples in it that got taken too.
There's an apple bag.
Apples.
And apples.
Tuna.
What am I supposed to do with apples?
You go crunch. Crunch.
Clee demonstrates.
Or go.
All right. Anything else you would like to accomplish down here, friends?
I would like to speak in consolation to all of the assemblage with,
Okay.
that's not a news flash. Mitchell, I'm tired. I'm angry. I don't know what the hell I am, but I don't want to fight with you now because I'll fight dirty and regret it later.
This book really on target with everything.
It's actually
Really is. It's surprising. Every once in a while, it's opening random pages, really. And I will also, if in the process of the devil sort of creating itself from this poor dead guy, I will close his eyes, and then are there any like partial ribs that got broken in the process?
Oh
that I
yeah,
can maybe
there's an entire
fish out?
cracked rib cage. His limbs are pretty untouched. His feet are still intact. His
I know, but
skull's
this-
a little busted.
Yeah, they're still all kind of covered in flesh, though. I'd rather take something that's like unfleshed at this point than having to wait.
Oh yeah, so most of the rib cage is just cracked this way, but there's individual ribs just sticking there.
All right, I'll take like I'll take two. Take 2 ribs.
2 ribs. There might even be a piece of the spine, like a little chunk.
Oh, all right, that's fun. Yeah, like 2 ribs and a little chunk of spine. Now I can make like little eyebrows on top of a face with a little nose in the middle.
Absolutely, you could build a snowman, a very terrifying snowman.
I could. We get into the Northlands. Oh, we'll see what happens.
That's true. Too bad we're in the source.
All
I
I'm
know.
thinking is, do you want to build a bone man?
I got no bones. All right, friends. So I think this is a good time to say that you were successful. You're probably going to take your things, head on up the stairs, leaving behind your poor sad cultists, and bring all of that stuff on the road. Quick question, Grisabella, are you taking your buddy with you, or are you leaving him tied up?
Oh, he's tied up. He's fine.
Who's gonna leave him? Great.
Yeah. we're
Okay.
leaving.
So yeah. So that was.
You make a snowman out of ashes. You got to get a little bit of water going in there, and then after a while, it just becomes mud, so it's not really a snowman anymore.
All right. Fantastic.
So,
I
sorry.
think that as you are headed back out of that weird temple of doom, Kalima, it almost happened.
It almost, yeah. No, there's still a heart in there. I just don't like the live part.
Close enough. I think it is time for some confessions.
Ooh.
Hang on.
Clee found mead. She gonna drink it, and she got her talons bloody. Clee found mead.
I mean, I'm glad I finally got some bones. That's really worth it. Disappointed that the devil didn't really listen to me, but that's nothing new. I suppose I wish I knew what they were summoning a devil for. They seem very inconsolable about it. It seems sort of trendy at the moment, maybe a little overkill for an entire town disappearing into a hell dimension. Now I wonder, I don't know, can you build a snowman out of ashes? Yeah.
Look, all I've got to say is they are so lucky. They are so lucky they have me. What would they have done if that devil hadn't been persuaded by my excellence?
All right, I'm going to bring everybody back in, and we are just going to talk very quickly before we end this wonderful, wonderful opening game of the new season. I do want to thank everyone for being here, and I would love to give a lovely huzzah to everyone who joined us. Anyone want to count in the huzzah or say it or do?
Huzzah, indeed.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
Thank you so much for joining us here today. I do want to mention there's some things that I do need to talk about. So I want to make sure everyone is aware that there is going to be a Dungeons & Dragons Scotland and England Castle Tour running in 2022. You can find information on that at renadventures.com. And don't forget that we have all sorts of other shows going on throughout the week. So let's see here. So returning, actually already returned. Look at that. On Mondays, 10 p.m., Glamour Hobo Bedtime Tales. Of course, Tuesday Night Games at 8 p.m. We have next week another episode. Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. is Creating with the Crew. And 8 p.m. is World Spirit Tarot with Madame Ansa. Thursday is Sonnet with Shakespeare in the morning. And also 10 p.m. is Gothic Horror Gaming with, I believe, 2 of our lovely Chaste Treasure Ladies here. And then, of course, returning on the 11th, which I believe is this Sunday, is the Sunday Side Quest. And I just want to make sure that, ladies, I hope you had a wonderful time. Is there anything you would like to share very quickly with our wonderful audience before we get going? Yes.
A couple of brief things. Thing number 1, yes, please watch us on Thursday nights for, Goblonia. on
Sorry,
Saturday.
Goblonia?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of things going on. Yeah, please watch us on Thursday nights. We do it late, so it's at 10 p.m. I do have Grisabella over there with us. And since Christina the Game Mistress put it up there, we have been secretly, and Tommy Abbott knows this, we've been secretly campaigning that perhaps myself and Tom as Gothic Horror Gaming could potentially go on a Nat 21 Adventures European tour to England so that we can do a game based on the Jack the Ripper story. So we've been trying to campaign secretly in the background for that. So if you really like it, please let Paulo know. Also, just sort of a thing, this Sunday is Get Weird with Morgan on the show, which I'm very excited about, which I assume that you would want to talk about. So
yes,
feel free
so
to
if you would like more Christina the Game Mistress or Catalina from Chaste Treasure, this Sunday at 2 p.m. is another episode of Contessa Catalina's Wine Mixer, and I have this lovely lady down here as my guest for another episode of Let's Get Weird with Morgan, and I cannot wait to see what's going on. We're going to have some weird questions, some weird topics. I'm so excited for this. And also every Thursday, or as of right now, at least until Parf starts, it's going to be Musical Thursday also on that same channel. So if you want to watch that, you can go on YouTube. You can look up Christina Koya, or you can just go on Chaste Treasure's YouTube and Facebook and try and find that stuff there. So anything else before we get going?
Yes, yes. So
yeah,
if
them
you
too.
like to do the games and you like dice boxes and dice books that are personalized just for you, check out 3d2u.org. I personally put a lot of love and a lot of, I guess, artistry, you could call it, into making different books and painted items just for you. So please check us out at the number 3, the letter D, number 2, letter U.org.
I can't write that. I'm sorry. I can't do that. 3D.
Yay!
There it is. Yes, 3d2u.org.
All right, and
also,
Isabella. Oh, sorry.
I just wanted to say, if you want to support Chaste Treasure, feel free to find us on all of our social media, and also we have a Patreon, so feel free to check us out for more exclusive Chaste Treasure information and potentially merchandise, and eventually we're going to be releasing a Tiger Beat magazine, so we'll get there eventually. But yeah, please check us out online as well. Anything Chaste Treasure, ChasteTreasure, chastetreasure.com, patreon.com/Chaste Treasure, all that stuff.
And if you'd like, you can sponsor our Ladies and Laced episodes as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm over your pillow. I don't have anything other than that, so.
Oh, great. Oh, well, I just want to say thank you so much, everyone, for joining us, and I cannot wait to see you next week to see what happens when we reunite with Wellum, Dara, and see what else happens on this absolutely already insane adventure. Ciao, everyone.